Fire up your soul, fire up your soul, fire up your soul. Gundam, make you rush.
It appeared. Okay, so we're back.
More or less. I'm actually just gonna keep running until I'm just not
Okay.
gonna start until we start the mission.
So, if you'll notice, on the mid-right, it says to advance to the second quarter, I need 20,000 points.
Yep.
And on the bottom left, you'll see that fire on all cylinders gives me 20,000 points.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
Tournament Battle Royale. Several teams must battle for survival. So does this mean it's just gonna be a bunch of people in an arena?
No. You're just gonna go through the levels like before, but now you're gonna run into, you remember when you ran into that one guy?
Yep.
Now you're gonna run into small teams of custom mechs.
I fucking love those golden bazookas.
I know.
It's the
Trust
dumbest thing ever, but I love it.
Now that you know you can do that, by the way, if ever you want to, you can make any of your weapons glorious in gold. See, like, that's the thing. Like, you had me, who was like, what's a cool color scheme? Okay, I'll go with, like, I'm a high-ranked Xeon. And then it's like you, and it's like, what's stupid? I know, golden bazookas.
Well, that's the difference between you and me.
Yeah.
You look at, like...
I roleplay, you go for style.
Style points, baby!
Yeah. So now campers in this level are just an enemy. So if you hold heavy attack, you can do that, like, big backhand slash. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's an EGOC.
See, remember when we were talking about the Tryon 3 from Gundam Zilg Fighters, and you think it's dumb because it's, like, weird combining robots would actually make things worse, and I think it's amazing because it's a giant combining robot with a lion for a chest.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, whenever you see that option of ground break, it means like a guy is kind of crippled, and you can just push triangle to finish him before he gets back up.
So you're like, yeah, high-ranking Xeon officer, and I'm like, yeah, golden bazooka backpack.
Oh man, get that fuck on the hill.
Oh fuck.
You need to lock on. So yeah, they're using the fucking Zaku 2 Kais, which was like the good Zaku.
Yeah, golden bazookas!
Yeah.
But they're not golden bazooka good.
Nah. Like, you'll find that unless you like up your side side
X
weapon,
up.
unless you up your side weapon, your bazookas are gonna be, they're a good crowd clearing because they have actually surprisingly wide blast damage. But, like, as you noticed, your gun is slow and, like, powerful.
I fucking love this game. And, like, even the kick on the gun feels good.
Yeah.
Like, not just, like, Hearts Breaker power?
You cannot equip that until you've beaten the first chapter. It's just, you got a really lucky draw.
Okay. It appears I'm getting a lot of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I understand what you're going for in that you want to play something that's, like, real in-universe, whereas I'm like, giant shield, huge axe, gold bazookas.
Yeah, and, like, that's the thing. Like, this is the Gundam game I've always wanted, where it's like, the only thing I would want more is for this to actually be you're playing the 1 year war and a custom mech.
Yeah.
Also, you can steal that from him if you really want to. I don't recommend it because it's slow and not good. You have to just break it out from under him. Luckily, you have an anti-ship rifle, and he is as slow as a spaceship.
I also have a beam bow.
Yeah.
Oh, the bazooka's still on recharge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
It gets like, okay, so like I have extended the amount of shots and the reload time on my bazookas, which is why I get 4 of them.
Yeah.
And they like reload in like seconds.
I mean, I can't complain about my giant golden bazookas taking a while to reload.
Yeah, because it's a free sub-weapon. Like, it's just an extra thing you get.
Line this up. Oh, that was underwhelming.
There is a range factor, I believe.
I figured I could line it up and hit all 3 of them, and then it sort of didn't penetrate.
Yeah. If you just keep using your cannon, by the way, you'll eventually get a more powerful version of that. Which is why,
like of the bazookas or of the gun?
Of the beam. Of the gun beam, yeah. The ship rifle.
Okay.
Because, like, that axe attack I had was like a 3rd level thing. So, like, I had been investing in axes since the beginning. And, like, for some of my other mech builds, I have, like, invested in swords. Even though, like, I much prefer using the axes.
I just think it looks cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, realistically, I think the only thing that this Gundam build would be good for is for drawing the attention of everyone on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, you're about to see, like, these are other players, they went for style points too. Because don't forget, this is a in-universe, this is a Gundam tournament. So, like, much like a 40k tournament, no one's going for realism.
Yep.
Like, that sword on his back is...
Huge.
yeah.
And wildly impractical.
Oh yeah, but it looks cool, and this is an anime game. So
Yep.
shut up.
Gotta have gun swords.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, your
Boost tackle!
yeah, the boost tackle is really good.
Yeah, that really punched through him.
Yeah, and like I said, like, so that's what the fist fighting style lets you do, a lot of charges.
Bazookas.
But like, yeah, like, once you get high level in the game, like, it just keeps getting better, and that's what I like about it. It doesn't, like...
It does not slow down.
Yeah, it does not plateau at any point. You might want to heal, though. The cool thing is that your partner, she also has these abilities. It appears that she does a lot of support abilities.
That's nice.
Which is good because she's not optional. You can never switch her out for anyone.
Well, he's dead.
Oh yeah. Or at least insofar as I've gotten. So here's the thing. You notice that he has that yellow bar below him?
Yep.
If you ever, like, zero that out, that's when you can just break him. So, like, that's pretty much, like, his rough equivalent of stamina. So now if you knock him down hard enough, you get the option of just break him.
Oh, damn it.
You just have to do a break attack, pretty much.
How do you do a break attack?
Hold the heavy attack and just knock the bits off him. Like that. If he was still
If he
alive.
didn't die from that hit.
If he didn't die from that hit, you could have just finished him off with an execution attack. Don't forget there's a box.
Oh shit, yeah.
Boost. And charge. And boost.
This is gonna be a pattern, isn't it?
Yeah. See, that's why I souped up my engines. Because I got tired of doing that.
Oh man.
And now I just pretty much stagger it and go fast.
Yeah. Actually, one game I played recently, Rebel Galaxy. I have the boosters set up. Well, there's three types of boosters. There's go really fast for a really short period of time. There's go moderately fast for a moderately period of time. And then there's you move at about a quarter extra speed, but you can do it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and so it just depends. Do you want to fucking go fast for it? Like, it's literally, do you want to burn bright but short, or do you want to burn long and dim? Also, yeah, what is nice about this game is despite the fact that a lot of the kits, you push the middle button. That big touchpad in the middle.
Okay.
Despite the fact that a lot of these kits are really, really old,
Yep.
they did update their aesthetics for this game so that, like, you're not walking around with, say, the arms of, like, modern, 8-part wrist kits.
Yep.
With, like, the legs of a 2-part kit.
Okay. So everything has roughly equivalent part count.
Well, no, like, at least for the purpose of this design, if you look, the fucking Gelgoogs here look actually quite nice.
Yeah.
Their actual model does not look that good, unfortunately. Because they have not made a Gelgoog kit since, I think, 2007.
Jesus.
Yeah, they are really early injection mold kits. Like, they have all the tech, so they go together nice, and they won't, like, have their arms explode out when you try to move them. But they are basic. Like, I believe the Gelgoog leg is just 2 wide bell-bottom leg, a part in the middle that holds them together and kind of makes that ridge going on.
Yep.
And then just the internal parts to hook it up to the feet and the rest of the legs.
So it's really just 4 or 5 pieces all set.
Yeah. And like now, ever since the 2000 double digits, so like 2010 and onwards, they had the tech where they're actually putting like light skeletal frames inside. And it's not like
Oh, fuck that!
yeah, it's not like in Master Grade where like
Everything's 800 pieces.
where like, you build the armor over the skeletal frame.
Yeah.
This is like the skeletal frame won't be able to stand on its own in these kits, but it's there. So like, for style purposes, if you really wanted to, you could leave parts of the arm off and have the exposed internal components.
That's cool.
And like, you know, this has raised the part count, but it's also raised like now the arm sockets are double jointed. And I don't mean they go backwards. I mean
They joint forward.
They joint forward at 2 places and then bend better for it.
Yeah.
They, you know, fit together tighter. They've got like newer types of plastic with a nice texture to them. You know, granted, part of me was just like, I don't think anyone cares about this dumb shit.
Dude,
I'm
I
talking
collect
about.
toys.
No, I was like,
Also, this is a game about
yeah,
Gundams.
it's about exactly what I'm talking about. So I imagine if you didn't care, you wouldn't be here for what I assume is episode 4.
5, I think.
I don't know.
I'm not really counting.
Yeah. You've got
Bottom
other
line,
concerns.
I like this game.
Yeah. Bottom line, if you have any interest in building models or in
Hack and slash
Gundam,
video
or just
games.
general robots fighting each other, I recommend this game. And like, especially if you like highly customizable robots, because you could do fucking everything.
This is what Custom Robo should have been.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Not that Custom Robo was terrible, but I mean,
Custom Robo
this
is pretty
better.
much just the boss fight only levels of this game. Custom Robo could have been better though. Like, what annoyed me about Custom Robo was like, you really don't have a lot of customizing.
Yeah.
I mean, you
It's
know, for
like,
the
here are
time,
the parts and make do.
it's like, can I, you know, customize the color scheme? Not really.
Here's 4 variants.
Yeah. I mean, you know, bless its heart, for the time it was
Yeah,
pretty
GameCube.
good. They had that DS sequel as well.
Yeah, that's true.
That one was actually pretty good.
Actually, there's this old game I used to own called Gotcha Force. Basically what it was that every time you won battles, you'd be taken to a gachapon machine, where depending on how you did, you would get some of the models that you fought. Is that a mace?
Yeah, that's a chain weapon. That's the Gundam hammer. Don't question it.
I want it.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's the gun cannon backpack on that guy.
Yeah.
Actually, all things considered, I kind of like that build he's got going on. It's got a good color scheme.
Yeah, it's very subtle and understated, but still good looking.
Yeah. Like, it's nice for its subtlety. Like,
to break it.
yeah. And, like, you know, for some reason he's fighting you in melee despite the fact that his build is very clearly range-oriented. But yeah,
Also, his friend appears to be riding my ass.
okay, push X and you could have broke him. Alright, his friend's berserking. His friend's a GM, that's why he's doing so poorly.
Yeah, but it's a GM with a huge fucking mace.
Yeah. Oh man. Except for a few cases, the unfortunate thing
Oh,
is,
god
like,
damn it.
the only thing that, like, I don't like about gunplug kits that I'm gonna rag on is that unless in extreme cases, like a character piloted it at one point, Mook mechs don't get a lot of love.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of variants of the Zaku kit,
Yep.
but they're all old. Like, earlier, like, they're still past 2006, but, you know, like, I think like, short of the Origin stuff that came out recently, the actual Zaku 2 hasn't got an updated kit since 2006.
Fuck. So everything's just been off the same mold?
No, there's like...
Oh shit, what's locked onto me? Oh wait, that's my head.
your part, yeah. For example, like, they have the Black Tri-Stars Zaku 2 High Mobility type,
Yep.
which was an Origins kit. They had the older version of it, which was the same kit that the Zaku Amazing was built off of.
Yep.
Like, you know...
The Zaku Amazing was only like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, like, but it's still using that older base to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's a Gundam 2. Oh no, the NT1. Oh, that's the Alex.
Is that good or bad?
That's... The Alex was a strong one. It was the one that was in War in the Pocket.
Well, fuck all of them.
Yep.
Just unload all of my specials.
Hey man, if you can, do it. What was I gonna say? But yeah, like, the actual Zaku 2, like, just the Zaku 2, which... The reason why I'm gonna complain that hasn't been updated is because that was the villain of the first series, like the Zaku 2, and like, it hasn't gotten like, the closest to an updated kit we've seen for it is Char's from Origins, which, mind you, is a very nice update. But I'm just like, when are we going to get an update to the Zaku 2?
Also, a serious problem you see when they make the same thing year after year is mold fatigue.
Yep.
Where everything starts to get looser.
Yeah, because, you know, after so many uses, some of the mold has been stretched out.
Yep.
Now, you know, what's cool is I'm pretty sure they remake the mold every couple of years.
Well, if they're smart, what they do is they keep the original mother mold.
Yep, and they just make new molds off of that, which I believe is what they've been doing because, you know, there are a lot of kits out there.
Yeah, they saw the potential for the Zaku to make them money for a long period of time.
Yeah, but, like, that's the thing. Like, they've done a recent thing where they're doing the revive kits. Because of Gundam, like, had an anniversary, like a major anniversary.
The 30th.
The 30th, yeah. So, like, they've been releasing a lot of really cool mech designs and redos. Like, the fucking, what's that called? The Goof, which is, like, a high-powered Zaku, has been redone. The Gundam original has been redone. The gun cannon and gun tank got redos.
Yep.
The Titans and regular Gundam 2 got redos. But yeah, no, the Zaku 2 still hasn't.
That's unfortunate.
My best, like, if I had to guess what would be cool is if the Origin series gets to Operation Britain, which, anytime I've talked about Gundam, I've probably talked about Operation Britain before. That's when they dropped a colony and saved Earth from Australia.
Yep.
To make a long story short, they dropped the equivalent of a flying city
Oh,
onto
hey,
Australia.
she's got bazooka backs too.
Yep. And ruined Australia. There's a big hole in it. In fact, anytime you see the Earth in Gundam, Australia has a hole in it. Anyway, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.